Sir, pinanood ko yung inyong press briefing right before this interview, no? And you mentioned there na dead on arrival itong impeachment complaint laban kay President Bongbong Marcos. Can you elaborate on that, sir?
Well, I think hindi na-prepare na mabuti. Wala namang mga evidences, general statements, yung mga binigay na mga pahayag at ang naging batayan ay mga news articles. So, it would require a lot of research and documentation and evidences before you can even think of filing an impeachment complaint. So, wala ito lahat. I have a copy of the one is culpable violation of the Constitution and betrayal of public trust in connection with the kidnapping and surrender of former President Rodrigo Duterte. I don't think that wala namang there are only 15 pages. Wala siyang present na evidence linking the president to the alleged kidnapping. So mahirap 'yun, mahirap talaga 'yun. Kailangan niya ng ebidensya. Kaya wala to, hindi ko tatayo yung na to, yung allegation na to. Second is graft and corruption allegations involved in systematic plunder of national budget through unprogrammed appropriations and ghost flood control projects. Specifically cited is the claim of 100 million insertion by Saldico. Wala naman si Saldi dito, paano siya makapag-affidavit? So wala rin ito. Unfitness for office, yung complaint regarding his drug addiction. We will not compel the president to go on a hair follicle test or any other test that would siyempre siya ang dapat na magbigay ng sa kanya yung burden of proof. And I don't think that he can use the testimony, the speech of the president's sister. So wala rin ito. Abuse of power. The complaint alleges the creation of an independent commission for infrastructure was a weaponized move to shield political allies and target enemies. This is a mere speculation. Wala naman din evidence na may proof. So wala rin ito. At I don't think that this is an impeachable offense. Ang isa pa yung failure to exercise veto power. The president is accused of grossly inexcusable gross negligence for failing to veto unconstitutional provisions in the General Appropriations Act of 2023, 2024, and 2025 and 2026. Alam mo, ito may valid points, pero hindi ito yung sa program funds lang, pati yung nasa program funds. Yung program funds kasi inilagay sa unprogram. Tapos pinalitan ng mga anomalous projects. So, tingin ko may punto ito, pero it would require a lot of documents, a lot of figures. And ako, gumagawa ako ng mga pinag-aaralan ko yung unprogram funds, pinag-aaralan ko yung program funds, paano nagkaroon ng diversion. 50 pages hindi mo ma-explain kung paano yung nangyari sa tatlong budget na ito. Ito 15 pages, lahat na So, I don't think that ang naging basis niya lang dito yung mga news articles. So, wala ito, basura ito. So, madali itong ma-dismiss.